Hello friends from the IBFCC. I'm really sorry that I can't be with you tonight. This is Alistair from FaithWorks and BCARS. I'm having to visit my father who's not very well, and my team are all out and about. I'm really sorry that we're not there. But I just wanted to say thank you for so much for the funding for this last year, and indeed for the years that you have been supporting the homelessness work around BCARS. There's so many elements to what's going on around supporting people out of homelessness. It's so good to be able to report just from a partnership point of view that now, whereas 2 years ago there was 75 plus people on the street, now we're reckoning the numbers are around between 25 and 30. And it's really interesting to hear the feedback from St Mungo's when they say that actually the street count they did 2 months ago, the one in January only had 4 people who were on the street in November. So you can see that people are getting off the street really quickly, which shows that the important stuff is about the connection and support that people get once they get off the street. So it's great to be able to report things like the partnership with Lansdowne Church down at they're In Touch, they're twice a week meal there, where we've got one of our team, Claire, who goes along to make sure that if somebody does turn up in need, they can immediately get some help to get into housing, not just get some food. And now there are people from St Mungo's there, even the PCSOs are going, and so there's a real feeling of partnership in that. And similarly at the health bus, so on a Thursday morning, the wonderful health bus team are there, and one of our folk is there as well, just to do the other connection. So that connection element is really important, just as the support element is really important. We've been able to see that Stay Safe operation at Trinity Methodist has just grown and grown. And we had a visit the other week from the Police and Crime Commissioner to the Stay Safe operation. It was great. Over here, you had somebody learning some finance skills. Over here, you had 4 people playing an adapted version of Monopoly, which had different football clubs on it. And over here, there were people making cakes. And just the energy in the room and sort of helping people to know that they're not alone, and they are going to get help on their journey to not only stay in their accommodation, but also move on from that. And then we've been able to see, even though it's been quite hard work this year with the training placements, we've had issues around illness and COVID and so on, which has made it really difficult. But actually, there are people who are working in the carpentry workshop, making stuff to sell in the shop. It's a gardening team helping older people and vulnerable people feel more secure in their gardens. And there's a team working with the logistics operation of our storehouse. And that's the area that we've put in our application, our bid for this year, to working with Mikey, who of course has a homelessness journey of his own. A few years ago, he's in Sleep Safe. So working with him to try and build that operation, we've seen over 101 people last year got some furniture so that when they moved from temporary accommodation into somewhere new, they weren't looking at 4 bare walls. It's so hard to stay positive when you've just got nothing. And of course, the good thing now is we're able to add white goods and fridges and microwaves to that because we've got a little extra money from the Winter Emergency Grant. So many elements which are so helpful that you're able to support. And of course, we've got 2 Help into Action houses now, and a third one hopefully on its way, if anyone's got a little bit of investment left to give onto that, so that we can open that third house. Just also really encouraging to see that as David Chidwick is starting to go around talking to churches, he's talked about 16, 17 different church leaders. Such a desire to rebuild the energy we had in BCARS, and to maybe do something about making sure that every one of those churches has a strong welcome offer, so that when somebody turns up on the door in need, everybody knows how to respond, and not just with the sort of, signpost you here, signpost you there, but knowing what do they need in terms of a conversation. So lots of good stuff going on in the world of homelessness, lots of challenges still, and obviously with fuel prices and food prices going up, more and more people will be at risk. So there's a worrying about money leaflet coming out soon from the partnership of which we're deeply involved. So thank you again for your support, and I really hope you can continue to support that work as well. Sorry I couldn't be with you, but thank you again.